Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be cooking a really yummy sea bass dish with some really crispy new potatoes and a nice side salad. So let's get cooking. So we're going to start off by cutting the potatoes into 1/2 inch strips like so, and then I'm going to place them into a pan. I have overcrowded my pan just a little bit, so if you do want them to be even more crispy, I'd suggest you use 2 pans if you're using this amount of potatoes. So I'm going to add some salt and pepper now, and then I'm also going to add about 2 glugs or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then I'm going to add some rosemary, and I love using rosemary for roasting potatoes. And then I'm going to use some garlic granules, about a teaspoon's worth, and you can use fresh garlic. You can just smash up some garlic and throw that in the pan, but today I was feeling a bit lazy. And then you want to throw that in the oven at 200 degrees for about 25 minutes. And then after they've cooked for about 25 minutes, you want to take them out of the oven and give them a quick stir and just turn them over. And then you want to put them in the oven for another 25 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our fish. So for my fish marinade, I like to use Dunn's River seasoning. So I'm using about a teaspoon's worth of fish seasoning, and then I'm using about a teaspoon's worth of all-purpose seasoning. And then I'm just going to rub that down on both sides, like so. Now I'm going to turn on my pan to a medium heat, and I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil. Then I'm going to add a vine of tomatoes just along the side, and whilst that's cooking, I'm just going to chop up some garlic. And as you can see, I'm using my chopstick technique because I hate chopping and touching garlic, so I like to use my chopstick as my little sort of finger / assistant. And then I'm also slicing some chillies to go with that. So after the heat's been turned on for about a minute and those tomatoes have been cooking, I like to add my fish, and I like to start skin side down so we get that crispy effect. So here I am using a ceramic pan, and usually I would cook fish on a non-stick pan, but as these are new, I'm just testing them out, and I have noticed that it takes a lot longer to cook things on them. So if you are using a non-stick pan, I'd suggest you lessen the time to cook the fish. So I'm cooking the fish in total for about 8 minutes on a ceramic pan, but with a non-stick pan I'd probably cook it for about 5 minutes. So just a FYI. So the fish has been cooking for about 4 minutes now. I'm just checking the tomatoes, and I'm just about to flip the fish like so, and then I've also added a little bit of salt and pepper just on top. And at this point I want to start adding my garlic and chilli, so I'm just going to throw that in the pan like so. And then I'm going to add some fresh parsley on top of that. So here I'm adding some white wine. This is optional as I don't use this all the time, so I had some in the fridge, so I thought I might as well. And it's great to soften the chilies and garlic. So I'm just going to add a glug or about 3 tablespoons of white wine and just splash that and simmer that around the pan like so. So our fish has been cooking for a total of 8 minutes, so about 4 minutes on each side, and we're ready to serve. So I've taken the potatoes out of the oven. They've been cooking for about 50 minutes in total. And that's our fish and chips meal basically done. This is a super simple, healthy meal that you can cook any night of the week. And we've got our crispy potatoes. And for the salad, I just used some green salad, and I just threw in some Caesar dressing in there. And yeah, that is the finished result. And if you did like this recipe, please give it a try. Let me know what you think. Enjoy, and see you in the next video.